Well, it is certainly the time of year that we are thinking about our gardens, and I'm here with James. James, tell me who you are and where we're at here.
My name is James Cassidy. I'm an instructor of soil science at Oregon State University.
Because really, every garden, no matter if it's edible or flower, life starts in the soil, right?
Life. This is the point. The soil is the point. In a single pinch of soil, there's over 1 billion living organisms.
Good grief. So now, what would be the first thing you would want people to know about their soil, and how would they go about gathering that information?
Well, I mean, the first thing is just the concept that it is a living thing is probably something that's a big jump for many people, but get a soil test. And that soil test is you just get a soil sample. There's a protocol to do that. It's very easy to find that online. And then send it into a laboratory and just have them tell you what nutrients it has.
But you don't want people just to grab it right off the top. There's a way to get the soil.
That's exactly right. And you know, go out, scrape off the top a little bit and go down a little ways in and get something from a little lower than what you're normally amending to kind of get the inherent properties of your soil and see what it is.
Because if you do use compost or leaves on top, you're just going to grab that. That's not going to give you an accurate number.
It's not going to be accurate because you want to know the inherent property of the soil.
Well, then I noticed when you did that, there's like leaf stuff in here. There's roots.
A lot of roots in here. So we don't completely eliminate all that stuff in the winter or in the spring because that's carbon and energy. That's food for the billions of billions in a single pinch.
Well, now wait. When you say you don't eliminate it, I am known for when at the end of the fall season, I take everything out once it's dead.
Yeah,
you guys don't do that.
No, because what grasses are, what all this stuff is, this is nutrient. This is carbon and energy, and you want to kill that stuff and put it in the soil. Bury it in the soil, and that feeds the soil, and the soil feeds the plants.
So you guys actually just, even on your like tomatoes and brassica, you just cut them and leave the stumps and everything.
Leave the roots in there, because the roots, when they biodegrade, they'll leave channels that eventually will allow for air and water to go in.
Well, then what is it, once you get your testing and you get all that information, because you're a big believer in just compost is great.
Yep, I mean, most of the nutrient needs can be handled by compost with the exception of maybe nitrogen.
Yeah.
And then you'll want to amend for that nitrogen just as much as you need, though, not too much.
And getting the test would certainly tell you what specifically you might want to do.
Yep, depending on what laboratory you use, yes.
And you have a great web site for knowing what soil you have, don't
I mean,
you?
If anybody has one of these, I think most
and who
people
doesn't
do these days, there's a soil web app. It's called Soil Web, and it's free. And you just hit a button and it gets your location, and it tells you what your soil type is mapped as. And it may not be that soil anymore because it was taken off when the house was built.
But then that can give you a start, and then you can do the testing, and really, because soil is alive.
Yep. And the more you can't know too much about your soil. And most people never think about it at all until something's happening that they don't like.
Hey, yeah, that's true. But you're a big believer that if your plants are stunning and healthy and beautiful, your soil is probably balanced, and that's what you're shooting for.
Yeah, I mean, the plants, these are soil organisms.
Yes.
They live in the soil, and they're no different than the bacteria that live in here and the earthworms that live in here.
It's all part of each other,
isn't it? All part of it. And if the soil is well, these plants are going to do well.
So, for more information on soil and for information on how you can find out about your soil, we have a host of great people that work in this area, both at the school at OSU and different county things. So go to gardentime.tv. We'll click you over there, and you can find all that information out. Make sure your plants are beautiful because you have healthy soil this year. Thank you so much, James.
Soil.
Appreciate it.